live. Okay, using your how to train a spec, I'm going to go through it stage by stage. Okay, so number one is you start with the finished item and you show them the real deal. So if you come over here, so show them. I've got the new potatoes here, finished. You got that point of interest. Number two, explain what makes the dish really work. So for this, how cooking them and finishing them that way gives them the top taste and the freshness, the speed of service, and how possibly the reheating a potato takes just as long as to cook it in the first place, so don't do that. And then you've got the lovely finish, the sheen, the herbs, everything else. So there's the finished dish. Then we go on to number three, show what you will need. So you will need potatoes. I will need water to cook them in that's been salted in a pan. You're going to need aromats. You're going to need some chopped herbs. You're going to need some butter. Okay, then number four, you chunk it down. So chunking it down means you break it down so they understand. Pre-arrange this. So here I've got cutting and storing. What's important with the potato is we cut it lengthways, not widthways. So the actual cooking mass will be quicker, and it's stored in cold water, ready for service. You can have as many done as you want. You cook them to order. Then talk about the cooking. Over here I've got the pan of water boiling and salted. So you add the potatoes in. You explain, adding them into boiling water will speed up the process. And explain it takes 12 minutes. 12 minutes later, we've got this. Then we add in some aromats. We've got some nice thyme and some mint. This gets added as they come off the heat. And then they can stand with the aromats in, let the aromats do their work, and they can stand for the service. If the leaves start to go brown after 20 minutes or so, you can throw them out, but keep the potatoes in the water. Then we show the finishing. So the order to get that lovely sheen of a potato, we have some butter melted up, and we add the potatoes in. Get the right ones. Add them into the pan using a little bit of water, so you get an emulsion. You don't fry them, they get finished with an emulsion, and then finally you add the herbs. And there's your finished deal. So you've done that, and then finally maybe the assembly of the dish. So we've got the finished product there. Does it go into it? This is a sub recipe of part of the fish of the day. So here's one I prepared earlier. Here's the fish of the day, and you can show it going on there in all its glory. How it goes on, how they look, how they should be presented, and what it kind of brings to the plate. Okay, so once you've assembled the dish, the next thing is to teach it down. You know, you want them to teach it down. Do they understand it? They've got their separate list for the checklist. You make sure they're filling it. You watch them do it back to you first, and then you want to know that they can teach it to someone else. Until they can teach it to someone else and get the same result, they do not understand it. So you keep persevering until you get that, and that's the way you'll get consistency.